Are you an above average driver? If you're like 88% of people in the United States, you say that you are. So why is it that people that are really bad at a particular task tend to overestimate how good they are at it? Meanwhile, people that are experts in that particular task or field underestimate how good they actually are. It's a phenomenon known as the dunning-kruger effect. Understanding this concept can help you avoid a lot of trouble in investing. And in this video, we're going to talk about it.
This video is for educational purposes only. It should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. It is not an offer to buy or sell any security. Past performance does not indicate future results. Investing is risky.
So let's imagine we have two axes. On the y-axis, we have confidence. And on the bottom axis, we have knowledge. So if someone is right here, they have zero knowledge. They also will naturally have zero confidence. However, an interesting thing happens when someone advances to just a little bit of knowledge. Basically, they're an absolute beginner. Their confidence absolutely spikes. However, that confidence does not continue to spike. As their knowledge continues to increase, their confidence actually starts to fall, and often quite dramatically. In this stage, they're starting to see just how much they don't know and how many questions are left unanswered. However, as someone continues on to knowledge and they start to approach mastery of the topic, again, their confidence level will start to increase. So why are beginners more confident than experts? Let's imagine this entire white space represents everything there is to know about a particular topic. So someone just starting out, they know everything that's inside of this circle. They don't know everything that's outside of it. However, they're really not aware of very much. As Mark Manson nicely explained it, this outside of the circle basically represents everything that they are aware of that they don't know, right? So this not a very big amount of white space touching the circle. However, the expert, someone increases in their knowledge, now they're starting to understand a lot more. However, they're also understanding a lot more about what they still don't know. They're seeing just how much there is to learn, and so by inference, they're understanding that there's a lot more that they probably also don't know. But there's a second reason why an expert would tend to be less confident, and that is that as they continue to expand their knowledge, this knowledge that they knew when they were a beginner just kind of becomes second nature to them. They can't imagine anyone not knowing this information. It's just so easy that they don't view it as actually having knowledge. So even as their knowledge grows, their perception of their own knowledge doesn't necessarily grow with it. If you're someone who's just starting out on your investment journey, you don't have enough knowledge yet to understand all the things that you don't know. To help protect yourself, you can follow what I call the 1-2-4 rule. And that is, in year number 1, you have just started investing. You should invest no more than 1% of your money in individual stocks that you are picking, or maybe hot ETFs. Just stick with a broad-based index fund for 99% of what you're doing. The other 1% you can invest in whatever you want. In the second year, you double this allocation to 2%. So now you have 98% in broad-based indices and just 2% where you're picking stocks and doing things you think are smart decisions. In the third year, you double it again to up to 4%, with 96% just in broad-based indices. And every year you gain experience, you can double the amount of money that you have in strategies that rely on your own intelligence and skill instead of the overall average. The benefits of this are twofold. First and foremost, you're going to limit the amount of damage that you could potentially do to yourself. So maybe you put 1% in Bitcoin when you were feeling genius and like that was the easiest money in the world to make, and that turned south, but instead of losing 100%, you lost 1, or at least did very badly on 1. As you grow in knowledge, you increase the allocation, but by the time you're actually investing it all based on your own skill and intelligence, you'll have several years under your belt and a lot more knowledge than you have now. The second benefit is that this allows you to compare the performance of how you're doing versus just how the average is doing. And keep in mind, the average is actually better than 90% of investors over time, but I'm saying the average is in the market average. So if over time you find consistently that just investing in the index is doing better than this smaller allocation, you can finally reach the point where you say, you know what, I'm not super good at doing this all on my own, picking individual stocks or ETFs or whatever they are, so I'm just going to do the index forever, and that's fine. Or you may find that actually I'm really good at doing this on my own, so I'm going to move away from the indices and just eventually do this 100% on my own skill. The other tricky thing about the dunning-kruger effect is that it leads to overconfidence for people that don't deserve to have it. But the problem with that is that people that are confident, appear confident, also instill confidence in others. So, for example, a lot of investing YouTube channels are people that are basically drastically overconfident in their own abilities, but that confidence exudes well on camera, and so they tend to attract a lot of views and a lot of followers that eventually probably regret their results. Conversely, people that are more true experts will tend to be a little bit less confident because they know that there's a lot that they still don't know. If you want to suffer less from the dunning-kruger effect and increase your knowledge, you should definitely check out my valuation course in the description below. There's a coupon to get a bunch of money off. As to whether you'll learn anything or not is up for debate because I myself may be suffering from the dunning-kruger effect.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Also, I will be out the month of January on paternity leave. We're having our 4th baby, so I'm not going to be making as many videos as usual, or maybe no videos, just depending on how much time I end up having. And I will probably have sleepy bags under my eyes for lack of sleep. So if you want to support the number 4th child diaper fund, you can do so by jumping onto my Patreon page or YouTube premium page, or checking out that e-course down below. Thanks for all of your support. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.